So,
Wait, I'm just a little confused because
so up to which point? We're at the TI plasmid, right?
she said that the agro has a TI plasmid, and then
Okay,
she
yeah.
said we put
So-
the gene into the TI plasmid, but you say we actually buy a gene online.
No,
or
that
what,
was the
right?
other question.
Yeah,
So
that
on
was the
this
other
one, okay, so the
Sorry.
particular type of plasmid that agro happens to have is a TI plasmid.
Oh, so we don't have to buy it.
No,
we just-
this comes with him.
Oh, okay, so we just take
It's
out the
just a
TI plasmid
convenient.
and
Yeah,
insert the
yeah.
gene of interest and then put it back.
Right, because agro naturally transforms the plant,
Okay.
and the type of plasmid he has is a TI plasmid.
Oh, okay.
And then when he encounters the plant, he pushes his plasmid into the plant cell,
Oh.
and that's what transforms the plant cell.
Do you still need to do transformation then?
Yeah.
You do? Okay.
Yeah.
To take in the.
You guys want to go over the steps?
Yeah, from
Okay.
the first one.
Ready?
Oh, yeah. It's the,
Well, you're already doing this. Okay. So, creating a transgenic plant. The gene of interest is the human protein fibrin. So, step one is first we need to isolate and amplify our gene of interest using a technique called what?
PCR.
PCR. Which is what? What is actually PCR standing for?
Polymerase chain reaction.
Perfect. Polymerase chain reaction.
right?
If you know it, yeah. If you know it, write it. If you don't know it, don't make a mistake by writing extra information. So the PCR will isolate and amplify the gene of interest for the human genetic donor. Step two is we need a good primer design so that PCR will only do what? Copy the gene of interest, yeah, and nothing else. So proper primer design will ensure we only get copies of our gene of interest. Step three is we need a plasmid. Where can we get a plasmid? We buy a plasmid. But when it comes to agro, he already has his TI plasmid. So we're going to buy a TI plasmid online, making sure it has what? We need something on there. We need something on there so that later, a reporter, yes. We need a reporter gene so that later we will be able to do what?
Identify.
Prove transformation.
Okay.
So number four, we're going to use an enzyme to cut a hole. What is that enzyme called?
Restriction endonuclease.
Perfect. We're going to use restriction endonuclease to cut a hole in the TI plasmid so we can put the gene of interest into it. Number five, we're going to use a certain kind of enzyme to glue the gene of interest into the TI plasmid. What is that enzyme called?
Ligase.
Ligase. So,
Could you repeat
yes,
5?
number five. We use the enzyme ligase to glue the gene of interest into the TI plasmid. Ligase seals it in. Number six, we're going to use a process that will get our gene of interest into the TI plasmid. What is that process called?
Gene of interest into TI plasmid.
There's a process we're going to use that's going to get our gene of interest into the TI plasmid. We're going to use electricity. Transformation, yes. Number seven, so now we want to make sure that transformations happened. So we're going to put this on something to show that, to prove that the growth has happened. Selective media, yes. We're going to put on selective media to show growth and prove transformation. Once we have proven transformation did indeed work, we need to deliver it into what? To the plant, to the corn plant.
Oh.
How do we do that? How do we put it into the corn plant?
Agro.
Yes, we scrape the side of the plant and slap the agro in there with the plasmid and his gene of interest. So now that we've done that, who's going to deliver the TI plasmid to the plant?
Agro.
Agro. That's it. Everybody good? Everybody's going to bring home A's?
Yes.
Everybody signed in?
Yes.